Self-employment grants for service-connected disabled veterans. How's it going, Vet Hustle Nation? Or welcome to this week's Money Monday. I'm Brian with VetHustle.com, and today we're going to talk about self-employment grants for service-connected disabled veterans. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dive into my computer screen. So if you just simply typed in, Google what you might have done for the self-employment grants for service-disabled veterans, and you're searching for ideas and ways, maybe if you're service-connected, looking for that self-employment grant to help you grow and build the business, there's all kinds of different options. And I'm sure you might be even wondering about voc rehab programs for your self-employment grant to help you grow and build the business. Now here's the thing, is that I've done a lot of extensive research when it comes to actual grants to build veteran-owned businesses, and there's a lot of different grant opportunities. I've even gone over a couple that I've gotten access to. Over the last year, I've received a little over $3,000 now in grants, in grant money, and I'm expecting a little bit more actually towards the end of this month, so I do have a little bit of experience, but they're typically because I'm involved in other type of veteran programs, which I talk about in other videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into my screen real quick, and I'm going to change from this video to this video to show you here what I see on my screen as far as when it comes to researching this information. Now, when it comes to voc rehab, there's different categories and there's different track programs depending on your connection and how voc rehab can be very confusing, and I know there's a lot of mixed information on here. However, I've pulled this, so let's go here now to the video here. So I've pulled this here directly from the VA website. So I just typed in, self-employment grant for service disabled veteran, and if I go here, you'll see that right from the VA website, they list here different categories on, special self-employment assistance for services. And they have different categories that rank this. So the category includes veterans who meet all three of the following conditions. Veterans determined by the VA to have the most severe connected disabilities and require self-employment and or homebound training to achieve vocational rehabilitation. So what they're saying here, in order to be categorized in this category, to be able to qualify for a potential grant, you have to basically be determined by the VA that you're not able to really work for anybody. And in order for you to even generate income, self-employment is really the only option for you. And what they're saying is that they can provide assistance when it comes to specific trainings and other types of programs to help you rehabilitate what it is that you need to be able to generate income. Now, if you look at, it talks about further, so the following self-employment assistance and services may be provided for Category 1 veterans as necessary to help them successfully begin and operate their own businesses. Comprehensive training, minimum stocks of materials such as inventory, goods, essential equipment, machinery, that sort of thing. So they might be able to help and purchase that sort of stuff for you. A Category 2 self-employment assistance for other veterans, right? So these veterans have determined by the VA to have employment handicaps, or veterans with serious employment handicaps, but service-connected disabilities, right? Keyword, which are not determined to be most severe. So Category 2 would be a level right below that Category 1. And what this category is saying is veterans in Category 2 may be furnished any of the special assistance and services identified in Category 1. So you might be qualified to receive some of the benefits that are part of Category 1, but not all of them, because you're not being completely service connected to where you can't do anything and you have to do self-employment, right? So this can include some training, maybe some management, small business stuff. Most likely, from my experience and what I've talked about other veterans, they're going to refer you to the SBA, right? That's what they do. Licenses or other fees required for employment and self-employment. So if you require some sort of a license, possibly even a certification, they might be able to help you with some sort of a grant to help fund that for you, to pay for that for you. And then personal tools, typically this could be maybe a computer, printer, these sort of things to help you that you may need. I've heard of some veterans getting desks and other supporting equipment to help. Maybe if you can't sit around for a long time, they might be able to help you with a desk to where you can stand on that and work from that desk, right? So it can include supplies. So you can see here, full or partial payment, lease or rental payments. That's pretty cool. Purchase or rentals of cars and trucks and other. So that's pretty cool, right? If you qualify. I mean, from my experience, when I went to the Voc Rehab program, it's just I hear different things. I know some veterans who've gotten heavy equipment purchased for their businesses, all kinds of computers, computer equipment. But then, other vets have a harder time. So there's a lot of mixed stuff out there when it comes to this, but there's different categories. Category 1, Category 2. There's also known as tracks, right? Track 1, Track 2, Track 3. Track 3 in the Voc Rehab, I believe, is the self-employment route. It's all about having a good Voc rehabilitation counselor when it comes to any self-employment grant opportunities for service-connected disabilities for veterans. Finding a good counselor, definitely don't blow up at your counselor, meaning don't go off on them. You want them in your corner. You want them to support you on what it is that you're trying to do. But when it comes to actual self-employment grants for service-disabled veterans, this is through the Voc Rehab program. This is one of the ways that I know some grants are available for veterans. Some have had success, some haven't. And then I know there's also some other small business training programs out there. So as you can see, it's just a matter of doing some research and understanding what it is that you're looking for. And my advice to you when it comes to the actual, self-employment grants for service-disabled veterans is there's a lot of conflicting advice. There's a lot of things being said by one veteran or the other veteran or this individual. Is I would always do a lot of research, contact a lot of people, because one person could tell you it's not possible, another person can tell you it is possible. And so do your due diligence, do your research, just like I did here online. I just simply typed in self-employment grants for service-disabled veterans, and I pulled up that document directly from the VA site. So I hope that helps you at least kind of start wrapping your mind around some ideas and some things that you need to just generate and have, not necessarily generate income, but have access to money to build your business, to get it off the ground, because it does take money, it takes finances. So in the meantime, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave comments if you have any questions. One of us will get back to you. If we don't know it, I know a lot of individuals who might know the answer to where I can find the answer for you pretty fast. So with that being said, until next time, Vet Hustle Nation, you take care and carry on.